What is up? We've got Broncos Jets going on at the moment. Nothing really happening there. 10-6 game. We've got a report on Michael Carter here as well. I'm trying to pull it up here. But does look like Chase is going to play today. Looks like Kyler Murray is going to be out for this game. So you can downgrade Marvin Harrison. Even the whole running back game, really, I don't really want much part of the running backs there. But Lamar ruled out again. So you've got Rush, who's going to be the starter there. Looked absolutely horrible last week. Terry McLaurin ruled out as well. Shedeur Sanders, the backup to Gabriel against the Steelers here. Let's see who else is inactive here. But throw the questions in the chat. I think I've got some from the Discord I can answer here as well. Start 2, Chase, Marv, Pickens, or BTJ. Right now, because of the Kyler injury, I have Pickens and BTJ, or go Chase and Pickens. Nah, I would go Chase and Pickens there for sure. Not going to play Marv without Kyler. BTJ just hasn't been great. So give me the upside with Chase and the upside with Pickens too, with no CD right now. So we're rolling with those two. Start 1, Marv, Worthy, or Jacoby Myers. Definitely going with Worthy there. Again, not starting Marv. So going with Worthy, especially with Rashee Rice not playing still as well. Maddox, what's up, Maddox? Start 2, Kraft, Carter, Bourne, or Henry. Damn, that's a tough one. Because I think Jennings is going to be playing. So let's go with Bourne or do you just go Henry Kraft? I don't want to play like tight ends over, but I'll go Bourne. He did have a good game last week. Jennings is coming off of injury. Not playing Michael Carter this week. So give me Kraft and Bourne, or you can go Henry if you want, but there's not a ton of options there in Green Bay. So let's see if we got anything else here. Oh, Derrick Henry. Okay. I wasn't sure. I thought you meant like Hunter Henry. Okay. I mean, it's tough without Rush, but given the other options, like you probably just have to play Henry. Like I'd probably go Henry. It's either Henry and Bourne or Henry and Kraft. But yeah, give me Henry and Bourne there. My bad. Yeah, I was thinking Hunter Henry because you had Kraft up there, and I know that Derrick Henry hasn't been great, but it's hard to sit him. Well, especially given just the other options. Apparently, Bam Knight has replaced Michael Carter as a starter for Arizona. But again, I mean, I'm not really excited about playing any of those guys here. Kraft or BTJ. Damn, that one's tough too. I mean, BTJ just hasn't given us anything. I probably have to roll Oh man. Just like Kraft hasn't been like great though either. Like he had one great game where he went off, but other than that, like he's been okay. Do you just take the upside that hopefully BTJ gets it together this game or actually gets enough targets? He hasn't been getting targeted enough either. But I'll roll BTJ slightly there. Weaving Steven, what's up? DK or Jalen Warren PPR? Jalen Warren is always safe because he's gonna get the carries. But then you got DK with Aaron Rodgers, and DK's been solid. Are going up against the Browns. That's tough. Jalen Warren is probably the safer play, but then DK's definitely got more upside. So depending on how you want to play it, I'd probably go with DK just with the Browns defense good enough where if they can hold Jalen Warren a little bit, DK just has a chance at any point to, score a huge touchdown. So I'm going to go with DK. We'll go with DK there. Yeah, that's exactly my thought. Run D is much better than pass D for Cleveland. Yeah, man, appreciate you. No problem. But yeah, I mean, Jalen Warren's been solid. Nothing bad with Jalen Warren. He's just going to give you decent production. And his DK's floor, that little bit of decent production, but then he has that upside. So you could feel good with rolling with DK at least. Bam or Henry Henderson? Henry Henderson over Bam. I'm not like excited to play Bam. I'll still roll with Henry and Henderson and live with that. But Cardinals Colts, obviously with no Kyler Murray, what can we expect here from McBride, Marv? Like, how does that downgrade them? And then on the other side, obviously Daniel Jones just been going off. No problem, Smith. But Jonathan Taylor's been killing. Michael Pittman's been killing. I mean, the Colts they've been looking pretty good with Daniel Jones. Do they wind up giving him some type of short contract, some Sam Darnold, Geno Smith-ish type contract? Because he's played well. Chargers, we've got no Quentin Johnson out. So finally, we can have some confidence in playing Lad this week. Yeah, we're playing Lad. It's a perfect timing as you asked the question, just going over that. But yeah, definitely going Lad. We can have confidence in Lad without QJ there that there'll be enough targets to, make him relevant, playable, and, confident in actually playing him now. But yeah, fire up all the Lad that you've got there. And then on the Dolphin side, obviously no Cheetah. Waddle had a great game last week. Does that continue on to this week here? Going against the Chargers defense. So see if Tua can hold it together there. Ezekiel, what's up, man? Should I flex more or Bourne? I'd really like Bourne. I know Jennings was out last week. Obviously, he's playing this week, but coming off of the injury. So I feel like you could feel safe playing Bourne. Like Moore hasn't given us really much of anything. Let me pull up DJ real quick. Yeah, I mean, 3, 4 catches. I mean, 5 targets pretty much every game. Like the upside just isn't there. You're praying for a touchdown. And even if you get that, it's not a lot. So give me Bourne where he's going to be either the second or the third option, obviously behind Christian McCaffrey. And but I mean, he looked good last week. So yeah, give me Bourne over Moore. Bourne over Moore. Would you flex Bam over Higgins or Bourne? No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Like, listen, Bam could have a great game, but I'm not willing to throw all those eggs in the basket, especially without a Kyler there in that offense. Like, I'll take the chance with Higgins, with a quarterback that can throw the football with, in Joe Flacco, and give me Bourne, who looked great last week. And, like I said, Jennings is back, but Bourne was a good player. I mean, he was good. He played good for New England before he got injured. So yeah, I'm sticking with Higgins and Bourne there. No problem, Sam. Appreciate you. Patriots Saints. Diggs goes off last game. Let's see if he can continue on to that. I mean, he looks better, so we'll see if Drake May keeps feeding him the ball. We've got no Antonio Gibson. Does that mean more opportunities now for Travion Henderson, who we all loved and liked, and just isn't getting enough work? But now does he get more work with no Gibson, with Ramondre Stevenson fumbling issues? As the season goes on, does Henderson get more and more playing time? And he's got, that pass catching ability. He's got that PPR upside. Tongs over Fannin. Yeah, I mean, Tongs has been good. Fannon's been good as well, but I think he had the tutty last game. But I mean, you do still have Joku there, so he's not getting a ton of looks. So yeah, I mean, I'm good with going Tongs there. Let's go with Tongs. Saints side, you've got Kamara is playing. I know Kendre Miller's been getting a little more involved and getting more carries, but hard to play almost either of them at the moment. And then Chris Olave just gets a ton of targets, but not able to convert it into a crazy good amount of fantasy points. But the opportunities are there. And I mean, Rattler hasn't looked horrible. I mean, they can't win, but yeah, Jets kicking a field goal here, so should be 10-9 if he makes this. Not much happening in this game here. Yep, that's good. All right, so 10-9. Browns Steelers. We talked slightly about DK earlier. Jalen Warren, always going to give you decent production, especially PPR wise, but going against a good Browns defense, not overly excited for the start. But if you got to start him, you got to start him. I don't really. It's only Judkins really that you're starting on the Browns. There's no one else that you can feel comfortable starting. Joku at the tight end position, maybe Fannin, in deeper leagues. Other than that, that is it. Then we got Cowboys and Panthers. Let's see if we got any more questions over here in the Discord. I think I answered everything so far. No, I think we've got everything answered over there. So I'll throw the questions in the chat. I'll answer whatever we got coming in here. But all right, Cowboys Panthers. You've got Rico Dowdle, who just went off last week. Now going against a Cowboy defense. I mean, you can fire up Dowdle and feel confident. Unless the Cowboys jump out to some kind of crazy lead, and they just can't run the football. Apparently, obviously, if that happens, so feel good with Tet. I think we got Coker coming back this week as well. But you're really only playing Tet on that offense. And Rico Dowdle, if you have. And then on the Cowboy side, let's see what happens with Flournoy this week. Turpin is out again. Obviously, Ferguson is getting a ton of the targets. Pickens, who didn't have a ton of targets last week, but did save his day with the touchdown. But I'm firing up Pickens. I'm firing up Ferguson. Dak, obviously, has been great. So you can feel confident in all of the Cowboys here, especially with Javonte, who's just been a league winner so far this season, especially being where you drafted him and the points that he's able to produce here. Miles Sanders now out. So you've got Jaden Blue, who will be getting some opportunities, but he is a rookie, and Javonte's been killing it. And they've already said he is that workhorse 3-down type guy. So it's looking good for Javonte. Now let's see what happens after the season, if they wind up giving him a contract or not. That would be that's going to be interesting. So Javonte finally kind of getting back to form after his injuries and just not playing particularly well out in Denver after those. Seahawks, Jags. You've got JSN, who's been a monster at the wide receiver position this season. Not much else happening. You've got Sharps and K9 still kind of splitting carries. Sharps getting some of the goal line work. Jaguar side, you've got ETN. Not great game last game, but has been great for the season. Not much else has happened for the Jaguars, especially offensively. BTJ just hasn't been there. Travis Hunter, it's like they don't really know what to do with him yet or how to use him. Frank, what's up, Frank? Was cracking. Chase Brown, Charbs, or Golden at the flex. It's going to be between either Chase Brown or Golden. Charbs you could feel comfortable for like 8 to 12-ish kind of points there, but you kind of do have to hope for that touchdown where Chase Brown is just going to get a lot more opportunities. And then Golden, who there's not much else out there in Green Bay. He has looked better. Let's see where Golden's at here. I mean, 5 for 6 last game for 58. Now they didn't play a good Dallas defense the last game, but now going against the Cincy defense. I mean, he's got the most upside for sure, especially if he can break one loose. So if you're going for the upside, I go with Golden. Otherwise, if you kind of just want to play it safe, get some points, I mean, Chase Brown, it does have a little bit of upside as well. We'll see if Joe Flacco can change anything over there also. Golden or Travis Hunter? I go with Golden. Mark, it's got to be Golden. I mean, Travis Hunter, like I'm excited that they are starting. At least it looks like they're starting to use him a little bit more, especially downfield. We can see his like big playability, jump ball catches, catching the ball downfield. It's just not happening enough to where Golden should get the same amount of opportunities, but does have that upside and has the has the upside to break bigger plays and has the upside to um just get more production. Has the upside to have more opportunities as well, where Travis Hunter's is kind of capped. Golden, like there is opportunity for him to get more work. Where I just don't know if they know what to do or how they want to do with Travis Hunter yet. So I think that's still a work in progress. Can we get Brees to get going? I know. I know. It's just not happening. There's nothing. I mean, there's nothing much happening here at all. I think I missed like the whole first quarter too, but Diggs or Rico Dowdle, full PPR. Dang, that's a tough one. Because Diggs obviously killed it last week, but Rico went crazy as well. I mean, good matchup for Rico again this week. So, man, I want to say Dowdle is going to have more opportunities, but with Diggs, it's like there is a chance that Carolina's just getting blown and Dowdle just does not have enough opportunities. Where Diggs, like we know he's going to be involved, and it looks like it's coming up for he's coming up. So, man, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I feel like the upside is probably going to be with Diggs, but that's tough. I'm probably just going to play Diggs and play that safe. A lot of times we like to chase the points. Rico Dowd obviously had a great game last game, but there's a chance obviously that doesn't happen this week. The chance Diggs doesn't play well this week either. But I feel a little more confident in Diggs. But damn, I mean, I'm playing Dowdle myself in a few leagues now. I don't have this option where I can play Diggs instead, but man, I'll probably just roll with Diggs and live with it. I mean, they are playing the Saints too, so yeah. I mean, give me some Diggs. Which yeah, T-Law. And the crazy thing is the Jags are 4-1, and they don't look good. Like it just doesn't look good. T-Law is not making guys better. Rams, Ravens. We talked about no Lamar. Henry is risky play as well, but a lot of times you just don't have a better option. So you kind of just have to roll with it. Now, I think the Ravens schedule does get better coming down the stretch here. So, I think they do still have an opportunity to turn this around. But really, the only guy you can play on the Ravens is Derrick Henry if you've got no other choice. There's no one else that you can play on the Ravens. And then you got the Rams. Obviously, Puka's going nuts. Devontae's been solid. Kyron's been great. The whole offense looks good. Matt Stafford. I mean, you can fire up all those guys on the Rams. Sam, Judy, Bond, or Bam for desperation flex. Damn. I mean, I guess. I guess Judy. I mean, that don't feel good. I mean, is it really? Like, I don't know if it's Bam. Like, I don't. I don't know, man. I'm not feeling confident in it. I guess if you want to just talk about opportunities, like it's going to be Bam. Like he's just going to have more opportunities, I think, than Judy or Bond is going to get. Now, I don't think he has the most upside. It might be Judy. Maybe he busts one out and scores a long touchdown or something. But I guess I'm going Bam. It's yeah. I mean, like you said, desperation flex. You've got to make a choice here. So it feels like Bam is the best choice. So let's roll with Bam there. Titans Raiders. Bauer still out. You can roll with Genty, of course. Here, Gino hasn't been great, but Titan side. I mean, you can't really play anybody. Maybe Tony Pollard, and that's about it. That's about it. But I'm not overly excited for that game. But yeah, I mean, I'm still firing up Genty, of course, if you got him. Bengals Packers, Flacco's debut with Jamar Chase, who's been sick, nursing a sickness. So we'll see how this goes against a good Packers defense. We talked about some of the Packers injuries as well, so not great options over there in the passing game. But you can feel confident, I guess, in like Golden is just so interesting because there's not much else there. I mean, you've got Kraft. Obviously, they're going to run the ball with Jacobs. But I guess not a good Bengals defense. Do we see, an uptick for Golden here? Brees, a nice spin move out of the backfield here. Still couldn't get much after that, but nice play there by Brees. What are they going to do with Brees? Are they just going to let him go after his contract's up? Do they re-sign him? They're saying they don't want to trade him, so I mean, if you don't trade him, obviously you're just losing him. Justin Fields just can't get anything going. Niners Bucks. We talked about that earlier with Kendrick Bourne. Jennings is back. But I still feel like you can feel confident with Jennings. I mean, the Bucks are a good offense. Like 49ers may have to score points here. They are going to have to throw the football. So I do like playing Kendrick Bourne here. Obviously, CMC we're firing up. Buck side, injuries on that side. It's the Emeka Ibuka show. Top 4 wide receiver right now in fantasy points, now basically has the wide receiver room to himself with both Godwin and Evans down. Tez Johnson is a very, very deep play if you're playing in very deep leagues, but and then Rashard White is a very easy play without Bucky Irving. Had a great game last week. We know what Rashard White can do when he's the only guy in that backfield. So you can fire up Rashard White and feel good. 49er defense hasn't been great, at least fantasy-wise. Lions, Chiefs. Gibbs, Amon-Ra, Goff. You can fire up. Monty is pretty safe too. Just got to hope he gets that touchdown. But it seems like they're leaning a little bit more on the Gibbs side. And then Jameson Williams is just pretty much unstartable at this point. He was one of my sells here in the offseason. Everybody was trying to hype him up after he already broke out last season as a wide receiver too. So I'm like what else? What breakout are we having? Like we just had the breakout. I don't see him doing anything much better than that with Amon-Ra there, with Gibbs there, with Laporta there, right? Laporta you can fire up as well for the tight end position. So, and then on the Chiefs side, Worthy, I mean, fire him up without Rice. Like Worthy is going to be most likely the guy that is most involved. So you can feel at least confident about that. Now, once Rice comes back, you got to see how that changes his role a little bit. But in the meantime, you're playing Mahomes, you're playing Worthy, I mean, even Hollywood Brown, depending on your other options. Not playing any of those running backs at all. You've got Brashard Smith, who's getting more and more involved, but still not at the point of playable yet. Eagles Giants, obviously that was a crazy game. But Scatterboo looked great. Jackson Dart looked great. And then this is without Malik Neighbors also. So Eagles just did not look great. Jalen Hurts, a couple missed throws, but he's got to be better. The Eagles got to be better in general. And then it looks like we got two games on Monday. We've got Bills Falcons, Michael Penix, Josh Allen, Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Bijan. You can fire up all the Falcons here. And then on the Bills side, other than James Cook and Josh Allen, like I'm not really comfortable playing any of those wide receivers unless you really are desperate there. And then lastly, you've got the Bears and Commanders. Terry McLaurin out. So you're looking at Deebo Samuel. You're playing Bill. You're playing Deebo. You're playing JD. And then on the Bears, there's really just Odunze, Caleb. That's all you're comfortable with playing there. But I mean, this Jets game, I mean, Brees, 15 carries for 38. I mean, he's getting some opportunity, but has not been able to do much at all. I mean, Josh Reynolds is leading the Jets in receiving right now. That's crazy. 3 for 25 on 3 targets. Garrett Wilson, 1 for 2 yards on 3 targets. I mean, Justin Fields, 7 of 12, 34 yards, 4 for 23 on the ground. I mean, this is the problem with the Jets when they get into this, where Fields just can't do anything and everybody looks absolutely horrible. Bo Nix on the other side, I mean, 15 for 22 with a tutty, 3 for 26 on the ground. Dobbins hasn't done much. I mean, 8 for 19, can't get anything going there. RJ Harvey, 3 for 21 through the air. That's all. He just doesn't get enough playing time. Sean, and that's why I didn't like RJ Harvey. I didn't draft him in any leagues, even Dynasty as well. I don't trust Sean Payton. I mean, I just can't. And, hopefully he gets more work, during the season, as the season goes on, being that he's just a rookie. I hope that changes, but there's no reason why, some of these other guys are getting burned. Like, why is Jaleel McLaughlin out there? Like, just why? But Evan Ingram leading the charge there, 4 for 30, but the touchdown goes to Atkins, who obviously nobody plays or cares about. Coolin Sutton only 1 catch. Yeah, throw any last questions y'all got in the chat before we get up out of here. Jets just nothing. Josh, what up, Josh? Happy NFL Sunday. Dirty Spy here. Goff or Jones? Whoo. That's tough. I mean, Jones has been solid. Goff's always solid. Damn. I mean, they are going against he is going against KC this week, so I might go with Jones here. I mean, it's close. I feel like I mean, because the thing is with Goff, like at any point he could have that shootout where he just goes absolutely nuts. And I don't think that's going to happen in this game really with Daniel Jones. Like he's been solid. I feel like he's safe, but I might go with Goff. You know, just JT run all over. I might go with Goff, but Daniel Jones is playing well. Let me go Goff, Josh. How do you feel trying to trade for King Henry? I like it as a buy low right now. Like I said, schedule does get better. Lamar will be back, so I'm okay with trying to buy low on King Henry. It just depends on what the price is right now. George, what up, George? I might need help for flex non-PPR. Ladd, Haskins, or Henderson. I mean, I'm not comfortable with Haskins right now. I mean, we've seen him play before plenty of times. It's not exciting. He never does great. Like he's okay. Henderson talked about a little bit earlier. Obviously, no Gibson. So more opportunities for Henderson, especially if Stevenson keeps fumbling. But when is that going to happen? So I'm gonna go with Ladd here with no QJ. It'll be Ladd and Keenan. So I feel like that is the safest, one of the safer bets with Ladd. Otherwise, second would be Henderson there. But I think I'll go Ladd until I can see Henderson really get the work that he should be getting. Lions have the high over under. Colts may just run it over the car. That's my fear with playing Daniel Jones is that, is Jonathan Taylor going to have one of those 3 touchdown games, and we don't get much from Daniel Jones. And you could say the same thing with Goff too, where, is Gibbs or fucking Monty going to jam it in at the 1 yard line, and we're not getting the touchdowns from Goff. But I think, like I said before, I think the opportunity with Goff is that there is the chance of that shootout type game where he throws 3-4 touchdowns. So give me Goff. Appreciate you, Josh. All right, if I got nothing else, then I'll be getting up out of here. Good luck this week in your fantasy games, leagues. I'll hang around for another minute or so. Throw any last questions you got in the chat, but I think I've answered everything here. I don't think there's anything else in the Discord that I need to answer. And I think we're all good. I think we're all good. And I got to make sure all my lineups are good. And get ready before these other games kick off. Hopefully we get some action, unlike this this current game here. But I mean, nothing out of Garrett Wilson, nothing really out of Breece Hall. I mean, 43 yards, but just not what we want. Not what we want. All right, y'all. Appreciate you. And I'll see y'all on Wednesday. But good luck. Good luck this week. And see y'all on Wednesday night.